This is the Huawei Nova 10 Pro, a phone that has a very unique dual front-facing camera system, a whopping 60-megapixel sensor with 100 degrees wide-angle lens, and another 8-megapixel portrait shooter. This combination allows you to take one of the sharpest-looking selfies I've seen on a phone. The images are detailed, the colors look natural, and skin tone reproduction is usually very accurate. If you want to see every pore of your skin, you can use a full 60 megapixels high-resolution mode. Even in low light, you can take pretty good-looking selfies. However, a lot of phones tend to take great-looking selfies these days. What makes the Nova 10 Pro unique? A super wide field of view that lets you fit more into the shot. That is very useful for group selfies or for traveling, for instance, if you want to fit a bit more scenery. However, I'm more interested in selfie video capabilities on this phone. The ability to zoom from 0.7x to 5x while you are recording the video gives you a lot of versatility, and it allows you to use the device as a video creation tool. For vlogging, I found a wide-angle lens to provide nice quality 4K 30fps video. The ability to switch from 0.7x zoom while you are recording the video is quite useful, and 2x optical zoom is for close-up video freaks or if you want to use the phone for your video content creation. For instance, if you want to show something in detail, you can go up to 5x digital zoom. If you are not a big zoom fan, the showcase focus feature is very useful. Besides, you can use two selfie cameras at the same time. These are just a few features of this dual front-facing camera system. Kudos to Huawei for bringing some innovation in this field. While I'm not using all of these features, having a wide-angle shooter with plenty of megapixels to play with is very useful. Huawei didn't skimp on the main camera system either. We have a 50-megapixels shooter at the core, an 8-megapixels ultra-wide, and 2-megapixels depth sensors. While the wide-angle shooter does not really impress, as images could definitely be sharper and more detailed, the main 50-megapixels camera is very solid. It takes pictures that are sharp and have plenty of detail, dynamic range is very good, and the colors are very accurate. However, Huawei's AI mode can make some of the shots look a little bit cartoonish, but you can turn this mode off with a simple tap. If you need a lot of resolution for cropping, a dedicated 50-megapixels mode takes very nice looking photos. 2x zoom mode uses sensor crop for decent looking telephoto shots. Portrait mode takes images that have a good edge detection and they look nice in general. Even low light portraits look decent. Macro shots are usually a hit or miss, but it is possible to get some decent looking pictures. The main camera performs quite well in low light. The images usually come out nice and clean, yet some of the shots could be a little bit sharper. 4K 30fps video is nice, stable and smooth even when shot handheld. However, there is no 4K 60fps option, which is present on most of the phones in this price category. The design of the phone is very nice. We have this textured finish on the back that does a good job camouflaging fingerprints and smudges. The camera module has this nice gold color ring surrounding it. The downside, the frame is made of plastic whereas the buttons are made of metal. On the other hand, the overall build quality and feeling in the hand are great. The curved backplate makes the phone comfortable to hold, and the curved screen is something that Huawei still keeps using, even though this trend has faded if you look at the competition. Either way, the 6.7-inch 120Hz flagship-grade display is very nice, sharp, and bright enough even for sunny weather. I found the in-display fingerprint reader to be fast and accurate, and a dual speaker system's audio quality is very good. It can also get very loud. Here is a quick sample. The Nova 10 Pro runs on the Snapdragon 77G CPU, it has 8GB of RAM, and it comes in two non-expandable storage options, 128 or 256GB. The EMUI 12 is one of the fastest and smoothest UIs I've used in a while. Everything is super snappy and fluid, and the phone feels like a legit flagship device. There are plenty of features, customization options, and gestures to play with. Just to name a few, you can change themes, icon packs, fonts, adjust settings related to display, or use a highly improved Huawei's AI assistant. What is interesting is that Huawei phones are still the only ones that allow you to take a screenshot with a knuckle. If you knock twice on the screen with 2 knuckles, you'll start screen recording. I also like simply drawing on the screen to take a partial screenshot. The elephant in the room is the lack of Google services and apps, but EMUI with its app gallery has improved a lot. Because I don't review a lot of Huawei phones, I can say that the app and the whole ecosystem situation has changed dramatically since the last time I used a Huawei device. You can now get most of the apps on this phone without any issues, which was not the case before. As a matter of fact, you can easily use the Huawei phone even if you love the Google ecosystem with just a few caveats. I was able to install all of the apps except for YouTube and Gmail, which can be still accessed via the browser. Other apps like Google Maps, Gboard, Google Chrome, and so on could be installed without any issues. All of the social apps like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp also work fine. There are thousands of apps on the app gallery, which keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. Long story short, I can now easily use a Huawei phone as my daily driver with just a few trade-offs that I can easily live with. I downloaded all of the 3D games I usually play to test the phones straight from the app gallery, and I was quite impressed with the gaming performance. The Snapdragon 777G CPU is capable of handling titles like Asphalt 9 and PUBG without any issues. A 4500 mAh battery has been consistently good, and it allowed me to use the device for an entire day or more. In the retail box, you can find a super fast 100 watts charger that fully charges the device in just 20 minutes, which is pretty incredible. In conclusion, the Huawei Nova 10 Pro offers a very solid overall package. Well, pricing of about 730 euros in the EU is quite high, but you get an innovative and powerful selfie camera system that makes the phone stand out from the crowd. The main camera is also very good. The device has a nice design and display, good battery life with super fast charging, and plenty of features in the UI. The main flaws include the lack of 4K 60fps video recording, and as I've mentioned before, the price could be lower as we have a lot of good options for this amount of money. All things considered, the Huawei Nova 10 Pro is a really nice and feature-packed device despite a few shortcomings. What do you think about the Huawei Nova 10 Pro? Would you buy this phone or would you choose another option? Please like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.